Good evening, everybody, and welcome to legendary Darlington Raceway, better known as Lady in Black or Too Tough to Tame. Tonight, the drivers will face one of the most challenging tracks on the schedule. I feel like I say that every week. Where patience, tire management, and avoiding the infamous Darlington Strip are just as important as outright speed. Leading the championship standings tonight is Adam Matz. Matz put together an impressive season with a victory, seven top 5 finishes, and 8 top 10s. Week after week, he's been the benchmark for consistency, and he'll look to continue that momentum under the lights at Darlington. Just behind him is Trevor Haley, who made the most of every opportunity this season. Haley has 2 victories and continues to prove that he can contend for wins and whether he takes a green flag. Strong run tonight could help him close the gap in the championship lead. Battle for third is incredibly close between Nicholas Baumann and Richard Holland. Baumann has been one of the strongest performers in the field with 2 wins and 5 top 5s in just 6 starts. Holland, meanwhile, continues to showcase remarkable consistency with 7 top 10 finishes and a win of his own. Rounding out the top 5 is Evan Drake, who continues to quietly accumulate points despite not yet reaching victory lane. Darlington's unique demand could provide a perfect opportunity for Drake to break through. Good evening, Scotty. So tonight's race will not simply be about who has the fastest car. It will be about who can manage their tires, stay out of trouble. We've seen that during the practice, and adapt to the track changes throughout the evening. Darlington has a way of rewarding patience and punishing mistakes. And by the end of the night, the standings could look very different. So the stage is set. Guys are qualifying. We will be right back after this.
Light the flame, we don't back down, we play this game. Wheel to wheel, it's skill and pride. We're racing clean with fire inside. Every turn a test of guts, fast and fair, no ifs or buts. Respect runs deep in every lane. We fight for wins, not for fame. Precision rules the track right here. Built on sweat, built on gear. Pushing hard but never low. Side by side we let it go. WFO, why freaking open, steal the show. Brotherhood on every lap, no cheap shots, no dirty taps. WFO, legends racing, friendships grow. Full send, all in, let it flow. This is WFO. It ain't just wins, it's how we stand. We lift each other hand in hand. From practice nights to final flags, we've got each other's backs. Hard racers, clean lines, sharpen steel through battle times. No ego, no shame, just honor in the name. WFO, wide freaking open, let it roll. Chasing greatness every show with the best you'll ever know. WFO, racing hard and keeping true. There's no other league like this crew. This is WFO. When the lights drop and the engines roar, this is where champions are made. WFO Racing League, wide freaking open.
Don't hear you.
Alrighty, everybody, we are back. Welcome back to Charlotte. Not Charlotte. Where are we? We are at Darlington. Tonight's starting lineup presented by Superstar Radio Network. Turn it on, turn it up, something for everyone. Be sure to check them out at superstarradionetwork.com. Let's take a look at how they're going to start tonight. All right. So we've got your starting spot is going to be Richard Holland with next to him Adam Matz. You got Vernon Margheim is going to be third place tonight with Lance Yancey starting in fourth. I'm going to try and go through these quick because I know these guys are going to be going live quick. Jerry Cochran will be starting fifth. Ricky Fagone will be starting sixth. Tommy Haynes seventh. Ray Polking will be starting eighth. John Wimbish will be ninth. TJ Lee will be 10th. Nick Hunt will be 11th. Burt Wilson will be starting in 12th place tonight. Ivan Jones will be starting in 13th with John Sanu in 14th.
No.
Nope, John Sanu's not going to be 14th. He's up here with me.
John Sanu is an idiot. Yes.
Garrett Helminger will be 15th. Brent Seegers will be 16th. Mike McCauley 17th. Devin Hayes 18th. And that is your starting grid. We are green. Let's get to it.
I could have sworn I put spectate, but it's very possible I didn't because I was in a hurry. I just got marked. So. I was in Ohio this morning, drove through Pennsylvania to Secaucus, New Jersey, which I don't know if you know where that is.
Nope.
That's basically I can look across the water and see New York. I was in the thick of it there, so I dropped that trailer there, grabbed an empty, left out, and as I, caution
Man,
already.
we got a caution already. I see a slow car, but I don't know who it is.
92, Jerry Cochran? Yes.
All right, so let's jump back and see.
Yeah. Looks like Jerry just got a little loose.
Where did it? Oh, there it is. There's the incident. I was like, where did it go?
Yeah, I went just a little too low in that corner, and it just can't do that. Self-spin.
Luckily, didn't catch the wall. So no damage. Just his pride.
In position. That's it.
In position.
That's it.
Couple positions. It looks like he's going to get a couple back, maybe. Looks like a couple guys ducking into the pits already.
Oh, I want to look how many tires I forgot to ask. So, did you already mention fuel run, stuff like that, or no?
I did not.
Okay. So we are looking at approximately 60 laps of a fuel run, plus or minus. However, I don't think we'll have one. This is Darlington. I think we're gonna be pitting on cautions. This is a pretty tough track. We'll see.
More than likely.
Yeah, but yeah, if for some reason we're to go green, about 60 laps on this 120 lap run, so a one stopper. That very well might be why people topping off now on a 120 lap race. The fuel window's around 60. That would make sense. 4 sets of tires hanging on the wall for them to utilize at their discretion.
Yeah, only 18 drivers tonight, so 16 that are actually out here racing. So we got that. Because one of those 18 is up here in the booth.
Yep. What happened to Garrett? Is he not running either?
Not sure.
Just came in for the minimum points.
He didn't even start, it looks like.
So I saw something. We're not running Daytona Road. Did I see
We are
that
not.
correctly?
Something about most of the guys don't have it or something. That some setup that would have to be purchased, and so
Yeah,
they
that's
are not going to do that.
Track. Have they come up with a substitute track yet?
They were. What did I see? I saw a scene. I saw a thing.
Hopefully it's somewhere we don't go too often, like Lime Rock or something. Probably not Road America. A lot of people struggle with Road America. That's kind of a tough one.
Well, let's see. I saw it in here. Do.
Oh, going green.
Gonna be Nashville.
Oh, we're not doing a road course?
Nope.
Okay.
So we are back to green. Adam Matt's changed up his screen, his design. He's not orange.
No?
Running
Not for you.
that special design tonight. What do you mean not for me?
Well, my trading paints has issues. I still show them as orange.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I'm showing them as Napa.
I think we've realized it's something with my trading paints is not. I think some of these. I'm wondering if this is a custom number or something. Maybe it's something I have to check off probably in trading paints or iRacing.
And Matt's out front.
Oh, wait a minute. I have new things to play with here.
Oh.
Overlays. Sorry, just to be clear before Nation chimes in. No, I don't think that's it.
So yeah, we're 8 laps in. We got 120 laps tonight. You got Adam Matz, Richard Holland, Lance Yancey, Tommy Haynes, Vernon Marheim, Ricky Fagone, Jerry Cochran, TJ Lee, John Wimbish, and Brent Seegers are going to round out your top 10. Biggest climber right now looks to be Devin Haynes in 11th spot. He's up 5 right now from 18th or from 16th.
So green is gain a spot, red is lose a spot, yes?
Correct.
On the standings, okay.
That is correct.
All right. I've got to have that up too. Okay. Can't close that box.
I can't see anything with that view. What do I got for cameras tonight? I believe this one is this corner. It is. There you can see the gap between the guys. We got Adam Matz out in lead with about a 0.5 gap in front of Richard Holland. Richard is about 2.2 in front of Tommy Haynes. Then you got Lance Yancey, and then you got another gap to get to Jerry Cochran, who just moved up another spot back into 5th. Then you got Vernon Margheim. He is right there. Ricky Fagone, John Wimbish, TJ Lee, and Brent Seekers. Adam Matz. You got Richard Holland. You got Tommy Haynes running at number 17, Bush Apple. Or as I've been informed, Bapple.
Beg your pardon?
Bush Apple is apparently nicknamed Bapple.
That like the Plymouth was Plymouth Burple premise? A blend? Sure. Back in the day, back in my day. Yeah. They had a bluish purple color. They called it purple.
And we got Lance Yancey here. He's running in 4th spot. Jerry Cochran, he is in 5th. Saw him spin out earlier. He's managed to gain some traction, get back up into the top 10. Ricky Fagone out here, and that number 10. You know him. You know it. You got Vernon out here in a... What is his design? Let's see, do I have...
It showed as a P. Diddy special edition.
Astroglide.
Well, yeah, if you look at the chase side.
Johnson & Johnson.
You look at the chase.
What does that say? It says... Secret... Was that Secret Life of Diddy?
On the back, it's P. Diddy, and it says special edition.
On the rear quarter driver's side, it says The Secret Life of Diddy.
Right rear.
I guess that's on both sides, both rear
Yeah,
quarters.
on the Johnson's baby oil on the top, it says no Diddy. You source that from the Wilson collection?
That I'm not sure, because I don't know that I recognize his name.
P. Diddy?
No. I thought you were talking about Bert designed it.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the driver. I don't recognize the driver.
Oh, Vernon Margheim, he's here everyone. He's in and out of this lake. He's been here before.
There, he just tagged the wall. Tuned in just in time to watch that. Let's see. Front hood view as you get around here.
I'm told this car starts off loose, and as it goes through the run, it transitions to a tight, and then it gets to a point where it's completely out of control. Something to look forward to.
You got John Wimbish running his Red Oak, number 56. TJ Lee up here in 9th spot, running RGC Mortorsports, number 34. Devin Haynes in that 99 purple and black. Ray Polking in that number 5. And then you know him, you love him, Ivan Jones in the 53. RGC Motorsports. All right, now, I have not seen what his design is tonight. We got Bert running a blue, what the hell? Green and black kind of splatter paint design. Let's see if we can do the zoomed in view. We got New York City Diesel. Diamonds Highway, it looks like. Kind of a neat design. Not
Yeah, it
sure.
looks like it says Diamonds Hybrid.
Diamonds
NYC
Hybrid.
Diesel Diamonds Hybrid, yeah. Well, doing a search. Sounds like a strip club. Diesel Diamonds Off is listed as NYC Sour Diesel is a legendary sativa dominant hybrid concentrate. Famous for its distinct gassy red grapefruit aroma and fuel-like taste. This extract delivers a highly potent, uplifting cerebral high that transitions into soothing, full-body relaxation. If that's what it is, that's... Looks like a weed plant on the picture. It looks like cannabis. Let's see, Diesel Diamonds. Let's see if I can find the hybrid.
Well, moving on back,
you got sponsor or
you got Nick Hunt running that Ollie's paint scheme again tonight. And then the guy who loves this track 100% absolutely, Mr. Mike McCulley, out there running for the border. And that Taco Bell, number 81, changing it up. Not running the Little Mermaid tonight.
what? Could get in trouble. I'm not running your paint scheme. Just guts.
I'm just catching the wall there. You know, I don't know that I like this Taco Bell theme. Not the theme, but like the phrase. Think outside the bun. I mean, I get it. I understand it. I don't like it. I liked run to the border, but I understand why they no longer use it.
I don't. I think it still fits. But I'm old school.
You got Brent Seegers. He's called a night already. Oh, you got Devin Haynes here too. Oh, somehow Devin fell back. Devin went into the pits. That's why Devin fell back. So, there you go. Now you know.
I'm wondering if maybe he got into the wall. It's pretty easy to do here. What is he, number 99?
Yep.
Oh, wait. Would that show it on the ATVO event?
It might. It definitely might. Brent Seegers. Did I say he was?
I only have passes. Maybe I have to click something else for incidents.
We got Brett Seegers may have crashed. He just pulled it to the inside and that was it. See, did he have some wall bounces maybe?
That's what I'm wondering.
There was a wall bounce. There you got past, then you move forward.
You got Richard staying right on Adam's heels here. 34 laps in, about halfway through the run.
Yep, he just decided to pull her in. Not sure what happened there, I guess. But we will get up here, get to the end of the session here. See how this is going. I'm going to be honest. We've gotten further than I thought we would. Not that I want to, precurse anything, but
Yeah, no, I'm surprised we haven't had more. Now, the car count is a little bit lower today, but
well, with
But I
what we
think there's a
saw
lot of
during
guys hitting the wall,
practice, actually, the incident values are quite low still, so and I'm not sure. That was McCulley getting out of the way. Must just stayed low,
Yeah.
got out of their way. Take a little look from the front of Mr. Holland's car. See how he's chasing him down, holding up to him, keeping the same line. See how loose Adam's getting in front of him.
Did you talk about the track at all before the race started?
A little bit. We discussed how it has two names.
We discussed how the front stretch used to be the back stretch is now the front stretch.
We did not. We did not.
Yes. So anyhow, yes, the front stretch used to be the back stretch, and the back stretch used to be the front stretch. That's why you see all those that whole pit lane there on the back stretch, because that used to be the front stretch.
Actually, we really didn't talk much about it. Other than, yeah, the two names, Lady in Black and Too Tough to Tame. And the Darlington stripe. Richard giving Adam a challenge.
Everybody else is pretty spread out. Got a little space in between all of them. As far as the lead lappers go.
Ooh, Adam getting a little sideways there. That's going to open the door for Richard to get on by.
Yeah. New leader.
Just like that. So now it's either up to Richard to make a mistake and Adam to capitalize on it, or it's going to come down to the pits, or something else. So,
yeah, because see how Richard's car handles now, it's in clean air. And on the same note, how Adams handles being behind Richard. They're on lap 44, so they're pretty well into the run too. So those tires got to be a little squirrely as well, I would imagine at this point.
yeah, we definitely saw Adam slide out on that one. That's how Richard got around, and this last lap around, we saw Adam slide again a little bit. So coming out of that tight turn, he's not having a fun time with it. Trying to get back on it because they got to slow down so much. Adam's actually going to not lose a spot because that is a lap traffic, but he is going to get passed by lap traffic. Mr. John Wimbish, he just went into the pits 3 laps ago, so he's got fresh tires. Definitely going to catch these guys. Able to go just a tad faster. I'm gonna sneak to the inside of Richard, get up and around. Yeah, Ivan Jones out there. He is still on old tires, and ooh, Ivan just tagged the wall right in front of the leaders. I know that feeling. I've done that myself many times. You get into that wall, you can't get off the damn thing.
Yeah. These aren't as bad as some, but yeah, a lot of these cars are set, and the bodies are set a little bit of a yaw, so the rear end sticks out. So once you touch that wall, it just sort of puts you in, you're almost on an angle, keep pushing into the wall. Ooh, did Ivan just pop off the wall again? Or am I behind on that? Is that the same one?
What's that?
I just thought I saw Ivan bounce off the wall, but that might have been from earlier. Am I caught up? Yeah.
See Richard trying to get around some more people, but having troubles.
So he's getting around Burt Wilson.
Yeah, he got caught behind him, so it slowed him down and allowed Adam to catch back up again. So Back through the lines here, see where we got. Yeah, Ricky Fagone, Tommy Haynes battling out here. This is for 4th position.
Yeah, according to last lap, Ricky's about 1/10 to 2/10 faster in that last lap.
Ooh, well, that's going to give Ricky the opportunity to get up and around. Tommy just bouncing the wall there a little bit. So Ricky's going to move up another spot. Up into 4th. You got Vernon coming up behind Tommy now. He's going to look to move around. Taking a peek. Wasn't ready yet. Setting himself up into the position. Tommy catching that wall. That's slowing him down just a little bit. Changes the dynamics, the aerodynamics of the vehicle. Slowing him down. Vernon getting right up behind him. Reaching out to touch someone.
In the P. Diddy car.
With the Astroglide on the hood.
With the Astroglide and the Vaseline on the side. Yeah. Oh! Vern got right in. Vern just rammed right in the back of Tommy with this Astroglide. Vaseline. Tommy was able to save it though. Oh, Tommy back in the wall
Tommy
again.
tagging the wall again.
But Vern got in pretty good. But doesn't look like any damage. Everybody kept rolling, so no caution.
Oop, Vernon getting a little loose there. Looks like Tommy's going into the pits this time around. So that's going to put Vernon up another spot. He's going to go to 5th. Open up the field. And there's really not anybody by but anybody. Rich is out here running all alone. Got nobody there to hold him. Ooh. Just saw Adam Matz going around that corner. Previous lap, so we can watch him run around. Gets around this corner here, and the back end just starts to slide out on him. He's gonna have to hold on to her a little bit here. He's getting kind of dicey.
Was that Adam?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to be coming up to the end of this run here. Lap 57.
Right there, you see him try to get back into it, and the back end just kind of kicks out. So. Richard getting a nice lead, nice comfortable lead. Probably trying to build up as much as he can before he goes into the pits. Not sure how much fuel he has burned up. I did hear possibly they could get to the upper 60s on laps.
Okay, well, that's a good run if it's... I think Richard and Adam are going to do whatever the other one does. I have a feeling whoever comes in first, the other one will probably follow. But yeah, they'll probably stay out. I would imagine, like I said, until one of them decides to come in.
Lance Yancey going to the inside. Lance got fresh tires, obviously, so he's on 25 laps already, though, on those fresh tires versus Richard's 61. We are halfway through this race now, though. I think Richard trying to make this a one-stop shop. I would imagine that Adam is also, but it looks like Adam actually just went in, so.
Yes, I'll be curious if Richard comes in here behind him here.
We'll see. He's got the whole lap to go around yet, so. And there he is coming in, so he is going to come in. So he'll have enough to make it the entire way with no cautions.
Yeah, Adam kind of forced that, right? Because Adam's going to be on fresh tires and be a lot faster, so Richard's got to come in just to so Adam doesn't get too much of a lead on him.
That's going to leave that man right there, Mr. Ricky Fagone. He's going to be in lead.
Correct me if I'm wrong. He hasn't pitted yet, right?
He has not pitted yet. He is going in right now. It's going to leave Vernon. Vernon's going to go out to the front now. He's going to push it to 64 laps. Looks like Richard Holland is back out on the track, and he is going to stay out in front of Adam Matz at the moment. Adam coming up quick because Adam was up to speed. But yeah, he will stay in front of Adam Matz on that. Which is very interesting.
He must have had a much better pit stop than Adam did to gain that much of a gap on him. I'm thinking.
Vernon's going to go inside. Adam's going to go to the inside. Although Vernon might have wanted to go into the pits that time around. I'm not sure. He's on 65 laps. He has the oldest tires out there. But he is the current leader right now. There he is going to go in and go to the pits. That's going to leave Lance up here.
I believe Lance already pitted, so he's already gone in and gotten his
Yeah,
service.
he's gone in. He's got 32 laps on his tires, so he'll maintain the lead at the moment. He's out there running all by himself because he has about
he's going to be short.
Yes, he
must
will.
have come in really early. Oh yeah, what 30 laps ago? So yeah, he's going to unfortunately have to pit one more time.
Yeah, he'll have to pit one more time yet. But he has a. Tell you here in a second, he's got about a 11-second gap with Richard. Richard coming up.
However,
Matt's right behind him.
If we get a caution in the next 20, 25 laps or so before Adam comes in, or before
Lance
comes in, he's in a good position because everybody's going to pit.
This is true. Vernon went from first to ninth on that pit stop. You got Richard back here. He's about 9.5 seconds back, but he is cutting that down. It was over 11 seconds. So in a matter of a couple laps, he's managed to get that down to just about 9. Adam is also closing in behind Richard. Adam wants his spot back. Running right along with Adam on the hood. Watch those lines that they run, see how similar they are. Adam definitely seems like he's a little quicker on that larger corner. Tighter one, they seem to be about the same.
Lance is about a second, maybe a little bit second and a tenth slower than Richard right now. So they are gaining. He's about 5 or 6 laps from catching them. So Lance, I'm sure, is doing his best caution dance right now.
Well, in 10 laps, they've managed to get it down about 7 seconds. So not quite a second a lap, but
so Richard goes to 30.6 that lap, and Lance was a 31.8, so he was 1.2 seconds faster that lap.
Lance out here running with RGC Mortorsports owner TJ Lee. TJ's got fresh tires, so he's going to be able to get up and get around Lance here and move on back up into the lead lap.
It's moving on up. Sorry. Just can't let that go when that comes up.
Looks like Devin Haynes has called it a night. You got Nick Hunt and Burt Wilson. They're still down 1 lap. You got Mike McCulley is down 2, and Ivan Jones is down 3. And just like that, there they are. Go ahead and hop on the hood there. And watch as Richard traces down Lance. Yeah, three more laps, and he was able to cut that down to less than a second.
Lance coming into the pits.
Definitely pit strategy coming in. Going to make things interesting.
Yeah, I would have thought he would have stayed out just so that he's sort of committed on that set of tires since nobody else is going to have to stop just to see if there's a caution somewhere. If he's still 3rd, 4th, 5th place or something. But he might have just, he's in the car. He'll know. He might have just felt those tires were done.
Well, he did have 43 on those tires, so
Yeah.
not quite 60, but, as the race moves on, that may help him as he'll have fresh tires now, and the other guys are going to have worn out tires because they were trying to make it one pit stop. So if this goes caution free, that could come out in his favor.
So he's what, about a half a lap behind Richard? He's got to come back around on him, right? I show him about a half a lap. I'm keep trying to jump from car to car, but because of the way they're spaced out, I keep getting stuck in the pace car. Lance, where'd he go?
Richard's starting to put a gap in between him and Adam again. Now that Richard's gotten back out into clean air. Definitely the lap cars are slowing Richard down tonight. We've seen it a couple times where he gets caught up with some of them lap cars, and just Adam's able to catch back up again, and then once they get around them, Richard's able to pull back away again.
Yeah, so half a second to 3/4 of a second faster currently right now. So it is gaining. But we'll see how long those tires are giving them that kind of time, because they are going to wear.
So Richard definitely maintaining. Got almost a second lead in front of Adam right now.
So yeah, those tires are kind of equalizing, I think, because they're running about the same. Right now, that last lap, Yance was only a tenth faster. Now, it might have had a bad lap, stuff like that. I'll keep an on it. But
Let's see. Who's he around? Is he around a lot of people right now?
Sort of equalize.
He might have been fighting to get around Ricky.
Yeah. Or
So now
Richard's got some people around him too. Richard might have slowed down, which brought that time together. You know what I mean?
Well,
No,
Lance is out in
Mr.
clean air now, so we'll see how this next lap goes. Because Richard is caught in traffic.
Yeah, let me see what it looks like when he comes around. All right, he's at 30.4. Yeah, now
TJ
Richard's gotten a lot of traffic, so
he's on a lot of traffic right now. So
yeah, he just avoided TJ there. I saw that. Yeah, so he's 1.7 seconds faster.
now that he's gotten around TJ, we'll see if he can. Obviously, this lap's going to be terrible, but the next lap will show more of the speed that he's actually running.
Yeah, he was a 31.3 to Lance's 30.9. Lance can pretty much, very well might be seeing him out of the mirror right now. Richard's coming into 3. Lance is just on 3. Yeah, they're on the same straight.
Jump to Lance's hood and take a little view and see what he's seeing. See him chasing down TJ, coming up to him pretty quick. He's going to be working his way around TJ here shortly.
Oh, you actually are on his hood. I thought you meant you were going in his cockpit. You're literally on hood. Okay.
We can go to the cockpit. Take a little look-see on how his driving is going, how his handling is.
Yeah, you can see. You'll see more. You'll see in the 1 and 2 as well. It's a lot of throttle discipline, and you can't just get in the corner and slam on the gas. You gotta really work the throttle. She's slippery.
We jump up here with Richard. See how Richard's handling tonight. Looks like the last part of that corner, his back end was coming around. He's able to put straight, finish that corner off.
Yeah, he's on what, 32 lap tires versus
Lance is 17.
Lance is 17. So yeah, you see it.
Yeah, Lance is about 13 seconds behind. Well, he's about 19 seconds behind the lead. Richard has been able to move way out in front again. He's about 1.2, 1.3 in front of Adam Matz right now, so it's quite a comfortable lead. He's got a lot of clean air in front of him, so it'd be a while before he's going to get caught up in traffic again. So he can use that to his advantage, get out front, not have to burn as much, or maybe it'll help make him burn more fuel. I'm not sure. But he can get out there and get away from everybody and grow that gap, which is exactly what he's doing with Adam right now. Got that up over a 1.5.
Well, and that's the thing to remember too with Lance. This isn't for position. This is just to get back on the lead lap if he can catch Richard and get around him. And then he'd have to hope for a caution to come out. So I will be curious how much Adam, I would imagine, will probably just let him go, not give him too much resistance here as Lance is coming up to him.
We got Nick Hunt here catching up to TJ Lee. You got John Wimbish catching up to Ray Polking. These are your battles for 8th and 10th at the moment.
Oh, did we have to have a lap we needed to be aware of or anything tonight?
Nope, that's tomorrow, right?
Oh, that's only on Thursday or Wednesdays? Okay.
Yes. Oh, there's somebody we haven't talked about much tonight. Mr. Michael McCulley. We got 19 laps to go.
Yeah, what do we have? 6 cars on the lead lap left?
Yes, that is correct. Lance trying to chase down Richard Holland so he can get back on the lead lap. Then Lance got to get all the way back around again, so... So, yep, Lance's pit strategy was hoping for a caution. Unfortunately, that did not happen. So, his pit strategy, unfortunately, did not work out for him.
Well, so far, he's a lucky dog. If a caution does come out, he'd be in the back, but he would be on the lead lap if a caution does come up.
Yeah. Ivan Jones getting down out of the way. He's got that wonderful front end damage that he got earlier while he took that wall. He just took the wall again.
Oh, what he's got against that wall? He's just not liking that wall.
He's trying to stretch as much of the track as possible.
Well, on the upside, his right front tire should be nice and cool. Won't get as hot. You can see damn near half of it from the front, from the rear chase view. It's pushing pretty good.
There goes Lance. Lance is going to get back onto the lead lap. Now he's got a big hill to climb.
Now he needs a caution. What are we at? 15 to go? Other than that, it's but
I
it's
don't
like
know
it
how
is.
much a
That's
caution would help him, though,
caution.
because he'd still be at the back of the pack.
Yeah, no, because he's on the lead lap, so it would put him right up behind. It should put him up right behind Vernon on the restart, and they'd all come in for tire. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, that's true. That's
It would
true.
shuffle him up behind Vernon, and they're all gonna. I doubt if anybody's gonna stay. Oh, he
Ooh,
just
Lance
popped the
just
wall.
tagged the wall.
Yeah, I doubt nobody's gonna stay on those tires. Everybody's gonna get tires, so he would. That's the only thing that would take is that maybe a quick caution somewhere up there. Somebody gets into something, he can advance position. I don't know if we caught that. Mr. Cochran has taken over second spot. I don't know if you caught that.
Did not. Jerry Cochran moving on up. Teammate Adamatz. So after that earlier spin out, Jerry has managed to climb his way back up, get into second spot.
Definitely appreciate the paint scheme Jerry's running. Very cool. Old Kyle Busch. If you're seeing what I'm seeing, do you see Z-Line Designs?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the old Kyle Busch paint scheme. Made a little thinner by the wall there.
No incident points though, so
No.
it was a good
Well,
bounce.
there's a
It was a
trick-
happy bounce.
Yeah, there's a trick to it too. I don't know if I've touched on that before. One thing we've all found with racing, the way the damage model works, it's really easy to get a bent wheel, right, if you hit the wall. But the trick is before you hit the wall, turn the wheel straight. Even though you're going to definitely hit the wall, keep the wheel straight so it's flush with the body. 9 times out of 10, you won't get wheel damage. If you've got wheel in it when you hit the wall, you end up getting a bent right front wheel. But if you turn the wheel straight right before you hit it even, it keeps you from bending the wheel. And this is a lived experience. This isn't what I've heard. I've done it. A bunch of people have done it. It's a thing. It's just a thing with the damage model. If you turn the wheel straight right before you hit the wall, typically you're fine. It doesn't hurt the wheel. Now, it might give you some incidences, but it doesn't bend the wheel and give you handling issues. Yeah, it's a little quirk in their design.
Meanwhile, Richard maintains and is holding on to almost a 4-second lead in front of Jerry. Leading 56 laps. We got 8 laps to go. We're almost done, ready to go home. Call it a night.
Yeah, I'll just skip the interviews. We'll just call it. Yeah, I'll race tomorrow. We'll just do them all tomorrow. Yeah, pretty uneventful. We just had that, the one early caution when Jerry just got a little loose. Other than that, it's been a nice clean race. Everybody's giving each other room.
Say it's I don't even know if I would necessarily count that caution as really an event. No, he spun himself out. didn't touch anything. Managed to get back going, catch back up with everybody, and gain a couple spots back. But overall, pretty clean race.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe we need
you still have to
NASCAR
note
guys
it.
to come
They
here
just-
and take notes.
Yeah. Yeah, the only reason you have to note is it did cause a caution, but other than that, yeah, it's pretty eventful. And luckily, he didn't even take. He might have taken a little bit of splitter damage maybe when he came down in the transition, but I don't think so. It obviously hasn't slowed him down at all.
Well, and like I say, he doesn't have any incidents, so it didn't do anything there.
Yeah.
So Lance trying to get around John. Lance not really getting that far in front of Richard, so thank you, NVIDIA. I do not need alerts right now. Richard coming up to John. Gonna put John down another lap. We got 2 to go. We are in the final stretches.
Yeah, Adam's just a touch quicker than Jerry, but I don't know if it's enough to catch him. I don't think it's close enough. Meanwhile, Richard Holland's like, just get me to the start-finish line. Let me see the white. just let it finish out before the yellow comes out. Just get me home. This is the most important lap. It's not the checkered flag lap. It's the white. It's getting to the white flag. The right before the last lap is the most sweated, stressed lap there is in racing if you're the leader.
Vernon has.
Vernon disconnected?
Looks like he disconnected, yeah.
Man, he was on the lead lap. Something happened? I'm watching it now.
Not sure. I'm getting very glitchy, but
Oh. Is that enough incidents, or did he just dump out?
no, he didn't have any incidents. He had 4 incidents.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with my computer. My computer's glitching.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So I'm showing
But you're
Richard
in New
Holland
York,
in
so
first.
you don't know this, but you're having to share with everyone around you, whether you want to or not. So they're all sorry. Let's save the political talk to after the.
So Richard Holland in first, Jerry Cochran second, Adam Matz third, Ricky Fagone coming in fourth, Tommy Haynes fifth, Lance Yancey sixth, Nick Hunt seventh, TJ Lee eighth, Ray Polking in ninth, John Wimbish 10th, Burt Wilson 11th, Vernon Margheim ended up in 12th, Mike McCulley 13th, Ivan Jones 14th, Devin Haynes 15, Brett Seeger 16, John Snew 17, and Garrett Hellner 18th.
I'd like to thank everybody that helped me.
And there, he's going to stop it. Let's go ahead and do that. And let's go here. There we go. That looks good. That looks good. All right. Well, let's see. Gonna go grab him. Mr. Adam Matz, do you have a copy, sir?
Yep, I got you.
Well, sir, again, not first, but not last. Definitely a good race for you.
Yeah, not too bad. I got to have some fun and lead a little bit, and then Mr. Horse Whisperer, or Mr. not Horse, Tire Whisperer. I don't know where I think I was Dog Whisperer or something. But anyway, Tire Whisperer Richard there. He's really good, man, on those long runs, and it showed again. And I tried to change things up on the second run, and it improved a little bit, but I still couldn't keep with the pace he's got. So he's really good, man. That last third of a run, when you do a full fuel run, he's pretty tough to beat. I mean, short run, I can run with him, but man, that long run, he's got it figured out. So big congrats to him on that. That was a good win for him.
Yeah, and it looked like in the beginning of the race, it looked like you were gonna take off, and you were doing what Richard ended up doing at the end of the race, and then you had your teammate come up and take over second on you at the end there too. So
so Jerry, I watched Jerry. I think he spun earlier because we had that one caution or whatever, and I think he spun out. Yeah, so I wish if he'd stayed up there. I'm really curious what how things would have shook out. I know he burnt up his stuff pretty hard just trying to get back up to the front. I thought he was a little bit quicker. I tried to kind of not make it too difficult there at the end because I didn't want to take away his chance if he had a chance to kind of go up there and get Richard. But after he passed me, it seemed like we just kind of stalled out, and I don't know that we gained anything, and I don't know that he gained much on Richard, unfortunately. So I thought maybe he would take off, but actually I was able to keep up with him a little bit. But I felt like he's usually a little bit better on long runs than I am too. So oh well.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like once Richard got out in the clean air, he was able to just pull away from everybody. It was he was battling you for a while. He got around you. Then you got lap traffic, which you were able to catch back up with him. And then once he got around lap traffic and got that clean air, it was just like you just couldn't keep up with him. He just I'm not sure what he does. I'm not sure how he does it, but he just was able just to go and just slowly fade off in the distance on you. And it just, I can see how that can be frustrating at the same time, but it's Richard.
Yeah, that's part of the game. Fair enough. It doesn't mean we have to like it or that I have to like it, but I will say so. Yeah, I ran with him there a little bit in that second half of the run, and I contemplated trying to push the issue and get around him, but then I just knew I'd burn it up even worse. So it's sort of like a catch-22. No matter what I do, it seems like I'm kind of in a hole unless we get a caution. I think if we gotten a caution, like 30 to go or something, then I could have went to battle with him.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was saving a little bit. That's the other thing he's really good about too, is I noticed once he gets in front of you, he's not saving a lot, but he's definitely saving, I can tell. And I tried to watch his line, particularly 3 and 4, which did seem to help me a little bit, but I still feel like I'm kind of missing something. So it's not just this track though. He's done this elsewhere too, where he's just super fast. So
well, that's one of Richard's abilities, right? Is he just knows how to run just fast enough.
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Maybe someday I'll figure it out, but probably not.
Well, I noticed too, when you were leading on that first stretch, your tires got a little loose. You caught the wall a little bit. That allowed Richard to get around you and get in front of you, and then he never looked back. Was that kind of, did it give you some damage, slow you up a bit, and that cost you some time?
Well, I'm happy to, if you want to give me excuses, then I'm happy to take them. Sure. Yeah, totally. It's damage. No, I think it was probably just me, but you're definitely right. I kept sliding the rear tires out, and then I think I overheated. I think I was overheating both the right rear and the right front. I kept dealing with, I was loose on like every corner exit just about, and I was tight on every corner entry, and I just never could quite get it to where it felt right. unless I slowed down a little bit. I started to get a little bit better later in the race, but to be honest, I still kept slipping that right rear tire all the time. I got to do something about my lead foot or something because it's just me. It's a skill gap. I wish there was excuses, but yeah, I'll take it.
Well, either way, you're currently points leader on this series, so your consistency pays off. Obviously, that's why you are the points leader. And with this, you're going to maintain the points, I believe. Looking at, it looks like
there's not enough for him to catch him.
Yeah, there's 3 spots, so you guys are going to be right there. He's going to be right behind you next week. So, but yeah, I mean, as long as you maintain in the top, these points don't matter as much as the next stretch points. So,
yeah,
just getting warmed up.
I still want to win this just for pride. I think I have a little bit of a gap, hopefully. So at least I can hold on to that, and then we'll go to battle and fight it out during the playoffs. They changed the Daytona road course. I saw that. I think it's Nashville, which I was like, I don't know if that helps me or hurts me. It probably hurts me. Honestly. Probably helps Richard, hurts me, but that's okay. It's all fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, congratulations on P3 tonight. Does anybody like to thank?
Yeah, thanks. So Jerry got second, so great finish for him. I thought he was going to have a chance to win. Ray rebounded. I know he kind of fell back, but I think he rebounded to 9th in the top 10, so that was pretty awesome. And then Ray and I are both, I think, in the top. Well, we got B12. I think we're both in the top 12 in points too, so we're looking good there. And then thanks to you guys for the broadcast, and thanks for the admins for keeping it fun.
Alrighty. Well, we were gonna move to your partner, but he just disappeared, so I don't know if he DC'd or what exactly. So.
Oh no! Yeah, I don't see him in the room.
That's too bad, because if you don't do your interview, you lose your position and your points. That's too bad. Damn.
Come on, Jerry, where are you? Get back here, Jerry.
Somebody better get on the phone quick.
No, we can catch him if he comes back while we're talking to Richard, I guess. But yeah, so congratulations on P3 tonight.
You think missing that driver's meeting is bad? Do not miss a post-race interview.
So congratulations on P3 tonight, and we'll see you again next time.
All right, thanks.
Run, Adam.
Have a good night.
Thanks.
All right, well, let's see.
Apparently we're not enticing enough to stick around for.
Well,
Well, I can talk to the guys, or I can just go relax. Yeah, I'm out.
Let's see. No, that was too far. That's the pace car. We don't want to look at the pace car.
What are you trying to pull up, Richard? Oh, you're moving the.
There we go. There we go. That'll work. All right. That, and I was trying to give, Jerry a little extra time, but.
Well, we can still do it after Richard.
Yeah, we can.
There's no format rules.
Well, there's not. I mean, I think there is. I think actually, there he actually just showed back up.
There is.
Richard, we're going to kick you back down for a moment.
Hold tight, sir. Please hold.
Mr. Jerry Cochran, you got a copy?
Yeah, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
All right, sorry about that. My power went out. I'm on my telephone.
Oh, okay. Well, good time for the power to go out. You managed to get second, and then, that's all that mattered. You got second.
Yeah. I got up in the staging room there, and I was waiting, and all of a sudden, we got a studio where I keep my racing rig in, and I was sitting there, and all of a sudden it went pitch black, and I was like, that's kind of odd, and screen and all went off, and I was like, what? Man, did I hit the power button or something? I got to looking around, and I say looking around, I couldn't see nothing. It was pitch black. I sit there for a few minutes. I was scared to get up and trip over stuff, and my wife come down there with a flashlight. It's been an interesting night for me, guys.
Yeah, you spin out in the beginning and end up on second place at the end. Not a bad night, honestly.
Yeah, not a bad night, but, that spin out really cost me, I played catch up all night, and I just really burnt my stuff up all night trying to get back up there, and, when I did, I had what I had at that point.
Yeah.
Them guys was up there, was able to kinda maintain and do their thing, and I could really tell once I got by Adam, and I thought me and Richard was kinda balanced and equal, and then he just started stepping away, which like I said, I was starting to chase my stuff a little bit too there, but good win for Richard, good way for him to dominate. Yeah, he looked fast all night long, so did Adam, but it was fun, it was interesting, and it was, I guess, a typical Darlington race, so.
Yeah, did you catch that transition in 1 and 2, or you were just too low and just didn't have the grip to sustain it down there?
Yeah, no, I caught it. The 33 was on my outside, and I was looking at him trying to get. Oh, I say looking at him. I cut my eyes to the right screen, and by the time I did, I just did dip it below the white dotted line. When I did, it's almost impossible to catch it right there when that happens. And I was just trying to hoping it didn't back up in front of everybody else and end up tearing me up along with other people too. So.
Yeah, that was at least a good save, right? You didn't come up in anybody stay off the wall, so
Yeah,
could have
yeah,
been worse.
it was kinda funny right at the beginning, Tommy was like, "Alright, I'm following you, let's go to the front." And when I done that, I keyed up, I said, "Tommy, what are you doing? I thought you was following me."
Yeah, and usually you don't get away with something like that on a restart on a start where you got everybody
Exactly.
run. You'd be able to get away
Yeah,
with that.
exactly. I thought I done tore up half of them, to be honest, I
Yeah,
felt bad. Yeah. But no, like you said, all in all, good night, I run it I was gonna run it all the way empty on that first run and try to have better tires at the end. I was like, "Well, if I do that, I'm already 2, 3 seconds back, they're just gonna get that much further with new tires, and then I'm gonna have to work off, that as well." So I saw Richard pitting, and I went ahead and dipped in with him and tried to stay on the same cycle with him, and just fighting the lap cars and stuff. It's just I'm not complaining. It's racing, it's Darlington, it's tough, it's hard, and yeah, it is what it is. Like you said, for what happened, for the way my night started, power going out at the end, when it did, I'm gonna take my second and be happy with it.
yeah. You must have caught some pretty good speed on the back half of that run because we didn't. To be honest with you, we didn't realize how quickly you were moving around up to Adam, and all of a sudden we looked. We're like, "Hey, Jerry's in front of Adam." Like
Yeah, like I said,
I didn't see
it
that
was
either.
yeah, it was going good, man, and I felt like I was conserving and I was pushing just enough, but I also had enough left, so when I got to them, maybe I could run with them. But letting some lap cars go and then fighting to get around some, and then when I did get to Adam, he let me go, but that's why I told him. I said, honestly, I don't know now that I'm any faster than you are, but we tried it, and yeah, we just I was done by the time I got by Adam. That was all I had left.
Yeah, and that's the thing with Richard. He stays so considerate. He's always and that
Oh
guy
yeah,
that really knows how to race just hard enough, so he's
yep,
not burning his stuff any more than he has to, and just maintaining
exactly.
gaps. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
frustrating
I
to watch
enjoy.
time and time again. It's like, man, everybody's these. Well, I shouldn't say frustrating. It's like, man, it's like somebody's got to catch him. But yeah, when he gets
Yeah,
on that pace, he just got that pace, and
yeah, and
it's hard.
that's why I really wish at the beginning, I wouldn't have spun. I was, could have stayed right there with them to kind of see how I fared out with them, not
Yeah,
having to
because you were
push.
in fifth, right? Didn't you start around fifth or sixth, something like that, when
I
you started?
started.
Starting fifth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
started 5th, yeah, and I was 3rd, or passing for 3rd when I about lo or I did lose it. Um, so, yeah, I was trying to get as close to both of them as I could in the beginning, and, just yeah, drove a little bit further more than what I had talent, so.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing, no cautions didn't help you either. If you had a couple cautions in there, would've got you punched back
Yeah,
up by
yeah, that woulda helped.
over.
That woulda helped a lot, and I
Yeah,
was kinda hoping by the time I kinda got back up there that, that something late would come along with, like, 30 to go or 25 to go and see where, I could fare out with 'em in, but it is what it is. Like I said, Richard earned it. He's one of the best, and I enjoy racing against him and along with everybody else, and, it's go back to the drawing board and get a little better, get your inputs a little cleaner, as good as I do, John, that's what it is. You just it's being smooth, good. Being smooth on your inputs, on your throttle, and not stabbing it, and
yeah.
all that. Plays into one big package, and it's
Throttle
hard
discipline.
to.
I say it all the time.
Yeah,
Throttle
yeah,
discipline, and it's
yeah. That's
it's
right.
harder than it sounds.
Yeah,
You're behind the oil.
especially when you're behind the 8 ball and you're trying to make up, or you're behind somebody like Richard and you got 3 seconds between you trying to cut it down, because he can sit there and watch that and let you cut it down, but then when you get there, he knows, okay, well, I've been maintaining myself, he's been burning up to get here, and now I'm gonna pull away, but that's what makes it fun, and that's what draws me back to it every time. I took a break for several months there and, um doing other things and just kind of stepped away from racing, and it's just there ain't nothing else to do. I enjoy it. I love it. It's a challenge no matter what. So, but hey, I'm gonna quit rambling. I'm gonna let y'all get to the winner. I appreciate y'all waiting on me. I would like to thank you guys for everything y'all do in the booth. Y'all do a great job. I enjoy going back watching. McCully, Vern, everything to do for WFO. It's a great league, great place to be. And thanks to all my teammates, and thanks to New South, Grace and Jade, Third Wave, and you guys have a good night. Thank you.
Yeah, well, you're a good driver, man. It's good to see you back, man. You're definitely an asset to the league, man. It's good to have you back here.
Thank you, John. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys at Charlotte.
All right. Have a good night, Jerry.
Y'all too. Thank you.
All right. Well, that just leaves.
All right, that's it, right? All right, everybody. Oh, sorry. Well, that's
that
right.
Just
we got
leaves.
one more.
That just leaves this man right here. Yeah, he was. He was.
Somebody goes to see the same movie twice.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. It's boring.
Not this guy. No, good road, man.
Yeah, thanks.
It's a hell of a battle for you. Battling with Adam in the first run, and once you went in for pits, and you were ahead of him, you were ahead of him when you went in. So just enough to get out and keep going. And it seemed like every time you got in front, he'd catch up a little bit, chase you a little bit, and then you'd get out in fresh air, get around the lap cars, and you just kind of run away.
Yeah, would you just slow down a little bit, let him catch you a little bit, and
then? No. It was sometimes hard to get around the lap cars, and nothing they did wrong, but it's just the way this place is, and you catch them in the wrong place, and you can lose seconds on a lap time, and that happened to me a couple of times, and it is what it is. I mean, it happened to other people too. I was watching Jerry got within 2.5 seconds of me, and then the next time I looked, he was four something back, so and then Adam, same thing with Adam. Once I got around a couple of people, he had a hard time getting around him. I pulled back on him again, but yeah, mainly that. But the race, it's so hard to race someone here. You really have to race the racetrack, and I know we say that a lot, but this is one of those places. And so when you get really in a battle with someone, a close battle, it's really easy to mess up. So it's not a great place to be having an on-track battle. But Adam was kind of pressing there early, and I knew he had that early speed, and so I let him. He had a run on me, and I let him go. And I was just kind of hoping he was going to overdrive it, and not that he was overdriving it, but he was driving harder than I was, and I was just trying to take care of it behind him, and it paid off for me. I was able to get back around him, and then when we made the pit stop, I was just thinking, man, I got to try to get out in front of him. I'm hoping that I can get. I had a big enough lead. I was hoping. And that's why I didn't stay out any longer than I did. I still had fuel, but I didn't want to stay out anymore because you're 2 seconds off the pace, and every lap I stay out after he comes out, I'm losing 2 seconds a lap. So.
Yeah, we were surprised how you came out, you came in after Adam and came out with such a lead. We thought that would be a little bit tighter because you came in after him. But
yeah, that was
gap on him.
That was huge right there because had I at a place like this, had I had to run him back down or even try to find a way to get around him on that second run, I mean, he's probably not going to be as willing to give up the spot as he was the first time, and the track was so spread out. You had lap cars everywhere. I mean, it would have been a much harder pass, even having fresher tires, So I knew that, and I knew, trying to get out in front of him was key right there. If I could get out in front of him, then I could set the pace, and I'd try to keep him behind me, and I was able to get out in front of him. That's pretty much what we did. So
do you think that lead and pit stop is what won it for you?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. The fact I was able to save tires and get around him and then build a lead before we pit, that was exactly why I was able to get out in front of him on the pit stop. I mean, had we been, nose to, rate 1-2 real close or whatever, he would have been in front of me on the after we pitted for sure.
Well, and that's the
But
thing too, right? Like you alluded to, it's just you got to be disciplined in keeping that pace. Don't try to
yeah,
press any more than you have to, because you will pay for it at the end. Huge,
yeah,
and you know this. You're one of the best at it. We were talking about it earlier. You are the king of just knowing how to run. That's the trick, especially a track like that, running just fast enough, but not too fast.
right.
You
Yeah,
know,
you got to try to set that pace to where you feel like yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're running fast enough, but not too fast, not too hard. You're not burning it up. You're not, you know what I mean?
yeah.
And it's,
Well, like you
but
said, if Adam wants to go ahead, go by. I'll see you later, because I know you're way driving to it. You just have to keep that discipline. Like you said, you don't race everybody else. You run your pace, run the track, and
yeah, well, yeah, well, I mean, and I'd never raced Adam here, and I know he's really, really good. He's fast. He's always good on the long run type stuff, and I wasn't sure what was going to really happen, but that was my plan. That's what I was hoping was going to happen, and it worked out in my favor, obviously. Um, but yeah, I feel like this track is like it's kind of like a track that's just made for me. Like kind of, I don't know, I don't love it, but I just run so well here, and it just suits my style because you have to race the track and you have to set that, you as long as the laps, like there's green flag laps. I was even telling the guys there before the race started in practice that you can get into such a rhythm and just really just lay laps down, like lap after lap. Once you get into that zone, you can really just just keep hitting your marks and just laying laps down. And it's one of those places that if you happen to get out front and you don't have to race people, then you can just focus on the track, race the track, and really be consistent. And that's what it takes to be fast here on the long run, anyway.
yeah, and that's weird how that works like that. For me, it's Dover. I don't particularly
Yeah.
ever like Dover, but I just feel I get it for
Yep.
that place, if that makes sense. It's just
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
yeah, I always pretty much do well in whatever I'm at. If it's there, that's one of those places that click for me. I think it probably just has to do with your particular driving style, for however you would define that, just is suited to this type of track, right? And for
Yeah.
whatever reason, it just works.
Yeah. I think that has a lot to do with it, and I think a lot of it is after you've raced a while and you race somewhere and you happen to run it that track a certain way and it worked, and you're like, oh geez, that's how I ran that track last time and I was really good on the long run there and I won the race or whatever. Well, you're going to remember that every time you go there, and that's just how you're going to run it. So
Yeah, I
sometimes
agree with you.
you fall into it under circumstance and luck almost, but
Yeah.
um but yeah, but the race really, I said before the race started, I hope it went green, and I that's just the way I am here. Had we had a late caution, I probably wouldn't have won the race. I'm so much better here on the long runs than I am the short run, um, and it just worked into our favor. I was really worried about Adam because he had that short run speed, and like I said, I wanted to get out in front of him on the pit stop, and once I did, I felt really good about it. But I knew he was fast enough, so I couldn't let him get to me because he could have easily gotten around me, and I didn't want that to happen. Obviously, once I was able to start to pull on Adam and I had the fresher tires, I was really worried about Jerry because Jerry stayed out longer than even I did, and he
Yeah,
wasn't that far back.
Jerry was the
And
guy. If he hadn't spun,
yeah,
if he had kept his position fifth and not spun and
yeah,
started farther back, I think he was
yeah,
going to be a bigger concern for you than Adam. He was fast. Like I said, he
yeah,
worked out himself. No more cautions, so he didn't have any of that to get him back up. He drove himself
right,
up back up to second from that. So I think
yeah.
he very well would have been a serious contender for the win tonight. I think even over
I
Adam.
agree. I agree. I was watching him. I saw him coming up through the field, and I was worried about him on that last run because, like I said, I knew he stayed out, and I knew he was right there, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, sometimes like 2.5, but yeah,
Oh, that
it
relative
worked
could
out.
be a pain in the ass. Sometimes I hate even being able to look at it sometimes.
Yeah. Well,
that will get in your head sometimes.
yeah, like you was just saying, you have to, run your tempo and know how to run. But if you get watching that thing, it will make you drive harder sometimes.
Yeah, maybe I'll just go a little bit faster, just a little bit faster.
Yeah. Yep.
But no, good run though. Again, good, consistent run throughout. Yeah, great job.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, congratulations on P1 tonight, Richard. Is there anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I just want to thank my teammates, everybody that run with us tonight. TJ and Rick and Ivan ran with us as well tonight. Just want to thank you guys for doing the broadcasts every week. We appreciate it. Love going back and watching what you guys do and how you guys talk about the race and the input that you guys have. And like I say, a lot of our family and friends and whatnot enjoy watching the races too. So they wouldn't be able to do that if you guys didn't do what you did. So we appreciate that. And just everybody that puts on the league and all the drivers. And like I said, even tonight, the guys were given plenty of room and trying to let people by, the leaders and, whoever was faster and all that. And you get caught in different situations or whatever. But, like even me and Ivan and me and TJ kind of got in a weird spot, and it really wasn't their fault. It was just the way I caught them, and I didn't really want to catch them there, but it's just the way it unfolded. And so they kind of like hit the wall and almost had to keep it in the wall to stay off of me, which I greatly appreciated. But at the same time, it was like I didn't even want to put them in that position. You know what I mean? It was a tough spot to be in. So, but it happens here, and it's tough. But I thought everybody did a really good job, and it was a good race.
Alrighty, well, congratulations on P1, and we look forward to seeing you again up here soon.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks a lot.
Have yourself a good night, Richard.
You too.
All right, well, caution free, pretty much.
Pretty much.
I mean, I would say that's caution free. I mean, you went
it was
119 laps caution free.
Yeah, the only person got punished by that caution was Jerry himself, right?
Yeah.
Everybody else, nobody really lost position. It was just hey, we didn't like that restart, so we're gonna have another one.
And
basically.
I mean, with the way we saw these guys practicing and stuff, there would have you would have thought there would have been more caution. So I'm sure, that threw strategy and planning into chaos when that didn't happen. So it very interesting night, very clean night, surprisingly clean, because I know that this is
we have a pretty good league.
We do, but
this is a track that you would expect to see them though. If you're going to have them anywhere, it's here, and it's not for anything else. And you saw that we saw plenty of people getting the wall. Plenty of guys with talent still smacking the wall. It's just this track.
Yep.
So, yeah, kind of surprised that we didn't have a couple more than we did. For sure.
Oh.
So,
but
here's see what tomorrow brings. Tomorrow I'm calling 3. I'm calling 3 for tomorrow.
I'm not calling anything yet.
Oh, come on. That's not fair.
I'm going to stay reserved until I see some, because normally the trucks run better than the cars, and the cars ran caution free pretty much tonight. So the last time the cars did that, the trucks were horrible. So
yeah, I think the trucks are going to be more squirrely here. I think they're going to be a little more out of control than the car, even though the cars.
And I'm going to have to get new sources for my information, because my sources told me that this was going to be terrible. There were going to be people in the wall. And that didn't happen. So I'm going to have to get new sources, and my sources that are listening, you know who you are.
Damn you. Shame on you.
But anyways, on behalf of everybody here at WFO Racing, I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, notification bell if you have not already, so you can get notified when we go live next time. And, it helps us out a little. So it helps the algorithms, all of the algorithms and the rhythms and the booms and whatever else. So go ahead and do that. we will see you back here again tomorrow night for the trucks, back here again in Darlington. So with that being said, I hope you all have a good night if there's any night left for you. If not, we will see you tomorrow. And with that, we're going to get out of here. So much love, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yep. Good night, everyone.